Oh, Obsidian, I love your games, but they're just so glitchy. Anywho, we're going to turn in this quest, and that's going to be the end of it.
Yep,
There is not going to be a single thing that goes wrong, right?
obviously. What kind of a game would it be if something went wrong? Come on. This just in, I'm bad at elevators.
You pressed the wrong button. Nah.
You. What were you thinking?
Game saved.
The museum.
I love how you don't get a
Shut up.
chance to say
I
anything.
thought I could control my sister as long as tongue was out.
Hmm.
Don't lie to me! Jeanette already confessed she tricked you into doing it. It was probably all Tongue's idea. I'll deal with them later. But that's still no excuse for you ruining my museum. My museum is wrecked! Do you understand? Now if you'd like to atone... I asked her to... I want to see my sister. Yes, I'll call it
So
off
it
once I've
appears the
spoken with her
feud between these
myself.
two sisters
Just
is
do what I
worse than we
ask.
thought.
Yeah, it also appears that Patch inserted an extra voice line in there.
The patch did not record new voice, except
Well, it obviously
possibly
was a,
for
it
one
was,
area where there's a little bit of dodgy voice that might have
No,
been
I mean,
patched in.
there's
But
one line there she doesn't say in the vanilla. It's probably in the files and just, was cut for whatever reason. And the patch restored it is probably what happened. But the thing about, my museum is wrecked, don't you understand? She doesn't say that in the vanilla. No matter how you respond. Instead, she has a rather abrupt demeanor change when you give her the pendant and says, well, fine, then go find my sister.
So are you saying that this version is better than the original?
Perhaps in one small way, yes.
In one small, seemingly insignificant way.
so it looks like the Reese might actually not want to make up. Shocking. Alright, well, let's go back down to the diner where we will obviously find Jeanette. And then
So,
everything
you
will go
skipped
well.
through that dialogue, and I'm not sure how much different the end of that dialogue is from the vanilla, but it sounds like it's a little bit different. In the vanilla, she does make she makes an explicit remark about how she made threats against Jeanette and now regrets them.
Yeah, I have no idea what the deal is with this statue, but you seem to see it a lot where there are vampires.
It's Slender Man.
Yeah, no. Well, first off, it seems to be a woman, and second off, Slenderman is not that tall.
It's Slender Man's wife.
Yeah, that's likely.
Slender Woman.
Don't say that, you'll get us pounced upon by Tumblr.
No, I'm gonna start this meme. Slender Woman.
Go take a look at Tumblr, it's already there. I guarantee it.
I'm just gonna Google search it.
It's one of the internet rules. I think it's like Rule 63.
Slender Woman
There's a distaff
Tumblr
version
dot-
of everything.
/ Slender Woman.
Ha! Goomba stomped. Take that, you blood doll.
You're right, they already have a Tumblr out for it. Except she doesn't look like the Slender Woman that we just saw.
Now, let's see how many Tumblrs there are for it.
2, 3 tumblers so far. There are 3 different tumblers at the top results for Slender Woman. At least.
Okay, so I don't see Jeanette. I do see a lot of goons. Huh, I guess she's in the
Hi,
bathroom.
goons.
These goons are obviously just here enjoying the Steiner's wonderful fries and late-night service.
They won't kill us.
Well, they weren't going to kill us anyways, but yeah, they obviously won't kill us. And there was no reason for me to have just quick-saved. I must be getting neurotic.
Welcome to RPG syndrome. Any RPG, you just quick save all the time. I do it in Mass Effect, I do it in Fallout, I do it in Oblivion.
So that was the most shocking betrayal I've ever seen.
So if we kill them, is it worth humanity?
No, you might notice that we have this now changed into a combat zone.
I do still lose humanity if I kill the cook, though.
Well, that makes sense. Now, how are you going to get by those guys?
Get by those guys?
Or kill them, I don't care, do something.
Well, if you're talking...
They seem to be wrecking your shit pretty well.
No, not really.
Well, now they aren't.
They are no longer wrecking my shit.
Suck him dry.
The only one of those guys that's even close to a threat is the one with the shotgun, and once you kill him, it's over.
Can we take their guns?
Yes.
I just did, in fact. Oh, magic phone.
It was a setup. Listen, I know we've had our... We have to trust you. Therese tried to have you killed. I had to lock myself in the bathroom because now she's got a gun and... Please, you have to help me.
I'm going to just assume here that the, actually you hung up on her.
Therese knew
The phone is
out
equally
all
buggy
along.
in the vanilla
She set
game.
you up and... Did you hear
Drink.
her? She's crazy. She paid those thieves for a hit. She'll kill anyone who gets in the way.
Are either of you
Santa
even old enough to
Santa
drink?
Monica.
No.
Hurry!
I am
don't
not
know how
actually
much longer
drinking.
I have.
Well, at least the phone jumped back into my hand so I could hang it up.
Just, again, be thankful that this game isn't made by Obsidian.
I suspect Obsidian got quite a few Troika veterans. And Obsidian's Alpha Protocol is often regarded as a spiritual successor to this very game.
Alpha Protocol is a good game. I like it. It's flawed, but good. Very flawed.
The 3 founders of Troika have gone on to join Obsidian, Blizzard, and In Exile.
I'm
In
not
Exile
familiar with
is the place that did the kickstarted Wasteland game, right?
Yes.
Answers that question.
Now, this cutscene is going to be interesting, and I mean this not in the way that I've ominously foreshadowed the other cutscenes.
I'm actually kind of impressed at how we completely failed to mention anything about this.
So,
You stay out of
who's
this.
killing
I
who?
think anyone would risk their life for this filthy, tainted waste of blood. This will just make it easier to kill both of you. Help! Save me, and I'll help you find Bertram. I swear! Shut up, Jeanette. I warned you to stay away from Tongue. He's turned you against me. I always looked after
Oh,
you.
wow.
You couldn't stand my success. You had to meddle, didn't you? I didn't want it to end like this, but you forced me. You never gave me any credit for anything, Therese. I was the one
Hang on a second. For absolutely no reason, I need to add a little bit to persuasion.
That's a very clever little twist.
Doesn't it make the other one is the one that's there when you come back
calling the
make so
shot.
much more sense?
Bertram was
Everything
dancing on my
falls
leash.
into
How
place.
does it feel to know that I beat you? Isn't it obvious? I'm about to rid the night of this deviant, backstabbing whore. Do you realize that despite her condition, she still fornicates with kind, no less? So despicable. So unclean. You're one to talk, dear sister. Or should I say daddy's little girl? Do you want to know just how depraved the Baron of Santa Monica can be? Shut up, Jeanette. You'd love the world to think you're a saint. When you thought I was asleep, I used to hear Father come in at night. I heard him whisper how much he loved you in your ear before he... Don't finish that sentence, or you're dead.
Okay, looks like we're not going to get the good ending. Oh well.
So...
Don't you want to hear what happened?
How does
she
she
became
plan
the
to
pillar
kill
of the
the other
community
one
she is
in
today?
some
Shut up. Just
obvious
shut
plot
up.
twist?
Would you like to tell the story?
So I don't know
She makes
if
herself out
the
to be the
pack
virgin
changed
queen
it,
of the
but
night.
this is not the
Pious
point
as a
where you
nun,
find out you
stable
can't
as
get
the
the
Earth's
best
orbit.
ending
It's on
in the
act,
vanilla.
isn't it? I'm the good girl. You're
Well,
the
I
wicked
might be
one. You've
misremembering.
done nothing but plot against me when I had our best interests at heart. And despite that, I've always covered up your mistakes. I've taken care of you. And this is how you repay me? Taken care of me. You've done nothing but keep me down. Blame me for every mistake. Did you expect me to let you rule my life until the
She's
end
got
of
her
time?
arms crossed.
No, sister. You've
with
had it
the
coming
gun.
since our last sunrise. Is that right, dear? If it wasn't for me, you would have never survived this long. Remember? They tried to separate us, but I refused. I chose this life and brought you into it so that we could stay together. Obviously, you've forgotten. She's a control freak. People, things, emotions. If
Is
she
that
can't
true,
control
Jeanette?
something, she
Sounds
gets
like she
rid of
has
it.
a
And
point.
you're a wild animal. You'll rub up against anything that'll take you in for the night. Then when you're stuffed and bored, you bite the hand that fed you.
It's crazy because they're total
Therese will never
opposites.
let you live. You disappointed her. I used you, yes, but I didn't try to have you killed. Therese has no problem with killing, do you? Remember Father? Father loved me. I was a good girl. I always did what I was told. You always hated that he loved me. You disobeyed him. You brought men home when he wasn't there. You were an awful daughter to him. Father came home drunk one day and mistook me for Therese. Because I'd fallen asleep in her bed. Don't listen to her. She's lying. Therese walked in while he was there, and she saw me lying with him, and so she went to the closet and pulled out his hunting shotgun, loaded it with deer shot, and blew his mind out all over the silly clown wallpaper. That's a lie. Father killed himself because of Jeanette. She made him miserable. As I
Wow.
he died with a smile on his face. The police sure did. They broke us up for a little while, remember? The first thing you did after your escape was find me. Enough! Don't say another word about that. So, sweet sister. Is this how it has to end? I admit I always knew this night might come. Well, any message you want me to give Father? An apology? A love letter?
Okay, so yeah, we definitely don't get the good ending here. Jeanette or Therese?
Give me the gun.
That one doesn't work.
Oh.
It would work if we had the good ending available, but we do not.
How do you get the good ending for this?
You have to be nice to both of them, and then kind of play them off of each other back and forth in this conversation, and then you can persuade them to live in a peace, more or less, with each other.
Finger quotes. So who do we spare, who do we kill?
I'm gonna go with Jeanette because I haven't spared her before, is my impression, but what do you guys think?
I don't care.
Sure, Jeanette, why not?
I killed her. I didn't want her to go. I only wanted her to change. You understand, don't you? Poor, poor Therese. You wanted to find Bertram. He's at the old gas station in an empty oil tank. He'll help you because I'll ask him to. But you must keep your tongue tied tight about what happened this night. Understand? Don't hesitate to come see me once in a while. I'm going to be so lonely without Therese. I mean, I may need someone like you sometime. And
I do get bored so easily. Maybe you could come by and cheer me up sometime.
Good options.
Easily.
I really like the tongue-tied tight about what happened this night line.
It is characteristic.
It is a very powerful line.
So if you get the good ending and you get them to live in peace with one another, that is the model that you will see from now on if you come back to visit her. But since we chose Jeanette, she will be Jeanette the next time we come back to see her.
That is a very interesting little plot twist.
Huh, she leaves her model that way? I'm
Yeah.
surprised. That's not really a very presentable image. But whatever.
Well, I mean, you never see her outside of her office again. So it could just be she knows you're coming and she goes, well, it might as well be both of us since he knows already.
Still, though, I mean, isn't she worried that at some point the creepy bartender guy will walk in or something?
No, he's a ghoul. He won't do that.
Oh, he is?
Probably. He acts like a ghoul. He's very deferential.
Well, his eyes are not gold, though, and I think all the ghouls have gold eyes. Actually, what color were Vandal's eyes? They might not have been... never mind. He probably is a ghoul.
So, ghouls is one of the big differences between Anarchs and the Camarilla. Camarillas are big fans of ghouls, and Anarchs are not so much.
Huh, really? Anarchs don't like ghouls. I would not have guessed. What's the deal with that?
Was that sarcasm, or were you serious, etc.?
Are all money with 1,000 lowly suicides.
Yeah, really, it doesn't seem like something that I would expect of the Anarchs. I mean, they're not Camarilla callous, but they still don't really seem to... Oh, hey, you can see over the top of this building.
Well, so, if you want the explanation, you actually just finish the quests we're doing here, go downtown, go to the, Anarch bar, and talk to Skelter. He'll tell you.
Oh, okay.
There's not even a roof on that. Oh, that's sad.
The storm is our death sentence.
Yeah, I know, and there's not even a back wall. Huh. But there's one over here. I guess someone must have snuck it in. Those
that's
clever
shameful.
bastards.
That's shameful.
It's not really a big thing.
I'm sure we could get Seamus to tell us exactly why that happens. It's probably to save memory, because they don't need textures for things people won't see.
Well, yeah, no, I can tell you exactly why that's happening. They don't expect someone will see the roof, so they didn't bother modeling it, and you see through the back faces of objects if they don't have a texture defined, which, in this case, why would they? Because you're never supposed to be able to see that wall from the back.
They probably should put that trash can there then.
Okay, you want to go straight to Tongue, or do you want to do some side quests first? Actually, on second thought, it's getting kind of late. It's probably time to stop recording for the night.
I mentioned that Desert Bus just started.
Yeah, that's what I was going to go do. Alright, so I guess that's it. Good night, and go watch Desert Bus if it hasn't already ended by the time this is posted.
It probably will have ended by the time this gets posted.